Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart space at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? This reading is for June 21st through the 30th. I'm calling this the next 9 days. Why? Because you all are about to witness history in real time as we walk through the last days of June. Not because of what you see, but because of what is going to be veiled. The solstice today, which is on the 21st, it's its last day, is a spiritual pivot point. And many are about to realize that we all just walk through a door and that door is going to close and we can never return and go backwards, okay? This is about an energetic pressure point. So you might start hearing things that might not actually be there. Being emotional for no reason, or feeling watched when you're alone. Basically, we were all handed a key that we didn't ask for. And this key is opening things that you forgot that even existed. So be careful, because once a door opens, you can't always close it again. And in a few days from now, that key is going to suddenly turn. Luck is not going to chase you this week. You're going to actually have to reach out and grab it if you want it. And then the last days of June have a very strange reputation in history. Some call it the window luck, or the luck window. A 9-day vortex from the day of the celeste ends until June 30th, where this is where fate doesn't just knock, it shoves. This week won't look like good fortune. It might look like a big happy mistake, a cancellation, a closed door, or even somebody walking out of your life. This mishap or misstep is basically just movement, okay? So you may get a strong message this week or an opportunity that seems beneath you. So pay attention, because it's not going to look lucky until moments later down the road, okay? So the test is showing up boldly when you're asked to shrink yourself. This is not just a week to play it safe. This is the week that if you do play it safe, it's going to equal stuck. Safe equals stuck this week, okay? The energies in this final week are going to push you out of being predictable. This is going to force you to pick a path, even if you can't even see the ending. And that's the part of June's deal. Designed to ask you, are you going to act before it makes sense? Or are you going to wait until you've missed it? Luck has no patience, and it only will reward you if you can recognize it in its full disguise. So on June 25th, the sky is going to go dark and the moon is going to disappear. And so do the stars. And also something deeper and something inside of you is going to disappear as well too. This new moon is not going to whisper clarity or offer a fresh new goal or beginnings. So do not try to put intentions on this new moon, because this new moon is basically stealing the map. It's stealing the sky. The sky's gonna go dark. And it leaves you standing in your own thoughts, unsure of which ones are even real. Remember, we're moving from an Gemini season, season or energy, into a Cancer energy, okay? Or Cancer season. And Cancers is a water sign. And the moon is its ruling planet, okay? So Cancer is going to lift up emotions. What was hidden comes to light. Only now it's going to hide. You now found your light, you must go back to the dark. So things for the next few days, your sense of identity or your emotional why is going to begin to dissolve. And it not completely, but it will feel like you're almost watching yourself instead of actually being yourself. Feeling almost hollow. This is a temporary void of self-definition. It's basically an ego death, in a sense. You may catch yourself reacting in ways that completely don't make logical sense to you. And you're going to start feeling emotions that are not even connected to anything real. That's Cancer. This is the moon removing the mirror. Your identity script is going to pause, and something more core will start to come through. This is designed to release the patterns that kept your ego glued together. Your roles, or the roles, and the stories and the names that you called yourself inside your head, this is going to be a cleansing. You will not feel polished during this time. You're going to feel empty, and empty enough to be real. And in that emptiness, there's real potential for something that isn't based on image or a narrative or even ambition. A lot of people like to place their identity by their job or maybe their clothes that they wear, you know, and this energy is stripping that away. This is presence in its raw and quiet form so that you can take a really good look at it. So expect to feel your rhythms and your routines off, and also expect to feel weirdly detached. Your reflection will return back to you, but when it comes back, it's not going to be the same, and you're not going to be the same either. All right, so sometimes the brightest blessings have to vanish so you remember what you are without it. On June 24th, it marks a rare moment. Jupiter is also going to disappear behind the sun, known as a solar conjunction. The planet of expansion, abundance, where we get our confidence and our optimism and like possibilities, is going to go dark. Jupiter is our most dominant energetic frequency of optimism, you know, and it's going to vanish. And this will make all of us real quiet. So this brightness or inner belief that you have that things will always work out, or that push to keep you climbing, is going to dim. This isn't about making you feel hopeless though. It's just going to bring in a sense of emptiness. This is an echo after a loud song that stops playing. Because when Jupiter leaves the cosmic stage, something strange is going to happen. You're also going to hear voices from your own spirit and spirits from other dimensions and realms, because they're finally going to get a chance to speak. So expect messages. This isn't about losing hope. It's about learning to trust something that is not loud. Because remember, Jupiter is one of the largest planets. And when Jupiter comes in, it's loud. But this is about trusting something that is not loud. This week, don't expect the usual signs. Jupiter's absence is a cosmic filter. Jupiter goes silent, so if you want answers, you have to go inward to find them and to find your real reasons on why you want to know these answers. This isn't a collapse, it's a recalibration of power. So things will not be what they seem. True faith is what survives after the spotlight goes out. Instead of chasing clarity, this is the week to walk blindfolded and to still move forward. You don't need Jupiter's golden trumpet. You need your own heartbeat and your own light. And it's been waiting for this exact time and this exact silence to finally be heard. On June 30th, Mars goes behind the moon. Mars, the planet of drive, raw instinct, and unfiltered action, will also disappear. This is an occultation. It's an eclipse of sudden impulse, desire, and fight. When the moon covers Mars, something will shift deep inside all of our emotional bodies. Normally, Mars is about action, but this time it's going to get burned. When fire doesn't have a place to move, it doesn't die. It starts concentrating, growing, coming up with a plan. This is where anger is going to get quiet and ambition is going to retreat. So watch the people who stay silent this week. Those are the ones who carry fire in their teeth. And when I mean that, I mean those are the ones who have unresolved anger issues. This is going to bring out emotional contradictions. When Mars is trapped beneath the moon, you'll get a sense of, I want to confront this person right now, to, what's the point? This is emotion cloaking instincts, okay? This isn't a mistake, it's a rerouting of your internal strategies. This kind of energy pivots, plots, and waits, and then it builds behind closed doors. People will withdraw more than usual, but not out of fear. It's going to be out of calculation. Many of us are just going to go out into nature, try to charge up our energy during this week, because that's what you need to do. And some of us are going to be just a little more quiet. This is a power shift, and this happens behind the veil. So when I mean that is there are going to be deals made silently behind closed doors, behind the veil. Okay? When I mean that, I mean world leaders. I mean your business, people around you. People are going to start making deals, okay? Behind closed doors or silently, okay? Don't expect big moves or setting an intention strong enough to set in stone, because that's not going to happen. Try not to manifest anything this week. Things will happen quietly and deeply beneath the surface. So if you feel like something is urgent or you want to explode, don't do that. Just stop and sit, okay? Because by you pausing and stopping and sitting and just finding your center, that just might be the best move you made all year. Do not force anything this week. This is a week of refinement because the fire is still there. It's just behind the moon. And that makes it dangerous, sacred, and yours. Something is coming toward you, but it wasn't supposed to arrive. On June 27th brings the peaks of the June I'm going to spell it out for everyone because I'm going to chop this word up. I told everyone I am not good with the English language. I tried to ask, try to have, I don't want to say the name because if I do, she'll click off my video. But it's Bootids. It's basically a meteor shower. And this meteor shower on June 27th refuses to obey the rules. Some years it's silent, and some years it rains with unexpected flashes, as if the cosmos finally decided at the last minute, I'm going to send a message. Scientists or astrologists, they can't predict it. And that's what makes this exact meteor shower so special and significant, okay? This is about a cosmic disruption, tearing away of what's normal. So signs that feel off, messages, signs are going to feel off. Messages might come in at odd times. Something you're not supposed to know is going to come in, and then you're going to know. Obviously, I wasn't supposed to know that. So that's how you're going to feel. This is the week of side glances from the universe of dream fragments that feel too vivid to avoid or ignore. Tiny synchronicities that tug at your memory, but you can't place why. This is the Bootide, I think I said it right, the Bootide effect. A signal hidden inside the irregular, the forgotten, and the almost missed. The most important signs never look important when they arrive. That's how they stay hidden until the right person actually sees them. This week, things are transforming. Nothing will seem loud until it echoes. This final week of June isn't gifting us clarity, it's giving us hidden possibilities, hidden inside the unlikely. So the Bootide of The Bootids effect, or the Bootids meteor shower, is proof. This meteor shower isn't consistent and it isn't regular, but sometimes it comes without warning. And when it shows up, it's with more fire than all the others. This week, watch the quiet spaces, the ideas that you dismiss, and the things that seem like nothing, because one of those ideas is actually something. The universe's final message isn't going to shout, it's going to flicker. You'll be tempted to give up right before the opening of something, right before your breakthrough. This is going to be where, this is your okay. So what I mean is you'll be tempted to give up right before something happens, okay? And this is your breaking point. And at your breaking point of the moment you're like, screw this, I'm done, your breaking point is where that door opens. This week may feel dense, and you might even have the attitude of, I just don't care anymore. That feeling of I don't care anymore, it's not real. It's a signal. And a lot of people like to place that attitude of, in the place of negativity, I just don't care anymore. People look at that as, oh, you're just being negative. Actually, let's switch the perspective on that, because it's actually a release valve. It's your energy clearing the last of what cannot come with you. This spiritual pressure point finally brings miracles 5 minutes before you want to quit. Be the one not to quit and watch what happens. Your old self of identity can no longer contain for what's coming in for you. Things may look like it's falling apart, but the sun is going to rise and your soul will test your faith in silence before your breakthrough comes in. So when you feel the pull to quit or retreat, don't. Sit. Find your center. Don't perform strength. Just stay, let it pass through you, because that silence you're about to collapse into, it's not emptiness, it's space being made. And if you hold that space without asking for proof or without asking for something to take its place, something is going to come in. This is letting go of the old expectations you had, so that your new path is just going to walk right on in, and it's going to do it on its own. This is about you not chasing and letting go of expectations of what you thought your life was or was going to be, the expectations of your plans. You are going to get signs, but because you stayed without it, that's what's going to come in, okay? So this is the last breath before the inhale and the stillness before the turn. So stay present in the present moment. This is not about you chasing the light. It's about you sitting in the dark until the light finds you. On June 29th brings two cosmic titans together, Saturn and Neptune. This is reality coming face to face with illusion. When these two energies merge, things won't be what you thought they were. This is a crack in the surface that didn't stop growing, but the timing for you now, you'll be able to see it, and it will be made very clear. And it's also going to be made very clear on why you never saw that before. So expect strange moments of deja vu, and that things are not going to make sense, because the reality you're living right now is incomplete. Neptune shows the fog, and Saturn is going to show you the floor beneath it. Pluto is still going to be in retrograde. Embrace the strange and get used to different. Remember the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain? That will be exposed. The man behind the curtain will be exposed. Those of you who play it safe, who doubted yourselves or just went with the flow because it was just easier, you will not be equipped for what comes next. So remember, gold holds weight. Flashy, cheap things that come rushing in fast, they fade rather quickly. Time is, during this week, time is getting ready to bend. And this is the in-between, okay? Things that are happening now are now happening under a new universal law, and we are just recalibrating to it. So listen like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Because on June 21st shuts a door. The old world isn't going to call your name anymore, and the new one hasn't begun yet. So have patience, observe, and feel through this week, okay? You're gonna have to feel through it. Listen, because energies and your signs, so be very observant this week, because it is gonna bring in a lot of energy. So if you do feel confused, remember, you will only be able to find your answers when you go within. Basically, it's like I said, this, with everything kind of disappearing out of the sky and then the new moon coming in, it's basically asking you to sit. We all think of it like weeks ago. We were all trying to bring darkness to the light. Now we all have to sit in the dark and wait for the light to find us. So that's the moral of the next 9 days, okay? I'm just gonna jump into a energy reading for what do we need to know for today in the next few days. Fan, romance, celebration, or a party. Maybe you need to celebrate, have a party. There is a holiday coming up. Oh, that's 4th of July, but not in the next 9 days. But maybe some of you have birthdays. Happy birthday to all of you out there. Celebrate. Anyways, a chain of events that are going to affect your life is going to happen this week. Look how that all spilled out. And there's a lot of them. I'm actually gonna take them. Beetle, you got good fortune coming in. Mountain, you got major challenges to overcome. Got some hard work ahead. Basket, you will get a recognition reward for merit. I also feel like a lot of you, if you're at work, maybe you might get like recognized for being a good worker. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So as you keep moving, you are being protected. Vase, some of you have a secret admirer out there. Some of you might be getting some flowers. Frying pan, be careful of people accusing you. Remember when I said when Mars goes behind the moon? Well, deals will be made silently. You still got the dark forces against us, so be careful. And also, what might be significant is a woman, dealings or relationship with a woman, okay? She might be significant either to you or behind your back. I'm getting behind your back, but that's, everyone's path is different, and not everybody's path is crazy and wild and weird, right? So this woman might be very significant this week. Purse, watch your finances. I do feel like this is pocket watching energy. People can feel your energy when you're about to get a blessing, or maybe you've been real happy this week. You know, honestly, in the last week, I've had a lot of good news and I've been really happy. And usually when I'm very happy, I get outside forces that don't like that. So be careful, okay? I'm trying to really hard move in silence, but I also feel like some of this good news, me and my little family, we deserve it. You know, I should be allowed to shout it from the mountain without it getting like, you know, stolen or, you know, evil-eyed. But just be careful this week. Okay, so someone might turn on you. You might have a two-faced person turn on you. Also, this is the divide, because I'm trying to shuffle and these cards just turned on me. And the card that's out is ask for help. I'm not gonna take it, but I thought it was significant. Maybe some of you might need to ask for some help because you got too many people up against you. I know I had to. The card that just flipped out of my hand is create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now, and it needs to be expressed in a bigger way. So some of you need to create something. Can I normally get a normal card? Expect the weird, because these cards are not coming out normal. I guess it said that it's gonna get rid of normal. All right. Step back. You're being asked to take a step back from your life in order to gain perspectives. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. So span out and view your life from a distance so that you can get the perspective you needed. So step back. When you're too close or inside the box, you can't see the whole picture. So definitely, that is really good advice for this week. What else? Let's get a card from the fairies. See, things are gonna be weird this week. Why would we expect anything different? The fairies are saying, let it go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So let go. You do not have control, and I've already learned that lesson. Like, I don't have control. So let it go. Relax your energy this week. Confidence is the key to your success. And look, this moon is going dark, and the little lion Simba, remember who you are, okay, during this time. Because the moon is going to dark. We're going to have to sit in the dark because we got to wait for the light to find us, right? Who are you? Remember who you are during this time. Let's just get right into it. God, angels, and universe, what do we need to know for the next couple days or during this time? There is something we do not know, but the truth is coming out, and you are going to be celebrating. Yay! Also, watch out for third-party situations, gossip and slander, accusations. Someone might be accusing you of something, but that truth is going to come out. If anybody is talking bad about you, or you're going to find out. If any of you plan on traveling, watch out during your travels for an aggressive communicator. She's going to expose herself, he or she. Well, I'm getting female energy. If you're a male going to travel this week, there is an aggressive communicator that's going to expose herself this week, a feminine energy. It was divinely guided, okay? Some of you masculine energies out there are being divinely guided to travel, and someone does not like that. It is a page of swords. It is aggressive energy. Could be a child or someone who's very immature, but they are going to be exposed, and the divine is exposing them. So pay attention, okay? Pay attention to your intuition this week, because there are going to be some divine interventions coming in at play. The divine knows that something is not over and that this is karma. So something from the past might return, or something might repeat itself. And when it repeats itself, did you learn your lesson? Did you do the inner work? You are going to catch it. You're going to catch it. This is karma coming back around. Remember, energy is looking to be received, not echoed back. So karma's coming back around. Did you learn your lesson? And you are going to see it. You are going to pass. This is spiritual growth. This is a very good change that's coming in for everybody this week. You will have clarity. Some of you single women out there, if you're by yourself, you did make a good choice on choosing yourself, because there's a judgment call that's being made with a woman who's actually bitter and jealous of you. you got your shit together. You're the 9 of Pentacles. One more pentacle and you have it all. There is a judgment call that's being made by the divine, by a woman who is bitter, jealous of you because you have everything that she does not have. Okay? Could be a mother figure or a woman who's just somebody who, it's the Empress in reverse. So it's a woman who doesn't take care of herself. She's not a good mom. You know, maybe you grew up with a mom that was bitter and jealous of you. I did. And judgment call will be made. Okay. Also, if you made a choice to stay away from this person, you made a very good choice. I know I had to make that choice a long time ago. And I do not regret the choice that I made. I'm actually glad that I made that choice. Because some people, you know, if they want to change, they have to be willing to make the changes in themselves. And if they're, let's say, toxic or have drug addictions or like they're not taking care of themselves, you know, have that victimhood mentality, you can't help them anyways, even if you tried, you know. So remove your energy, even if it is your mom. You guys' past aren't meant to be just because she gave birth to you, you know. Anyways, and even if, like, I don't feel bad because I actually tried to have a good relationship with her. And when I walked away and made it my last, I felt like it was a decision that I was divinely guided to make. So I do what the divine tells me what to do. I don't do what people tell me what to do. And I had to cut my energy source from her because she's very draining, you know. So anyways, a judgment call is going to be made on an Empress in reverse. There is a family that's going to be very happy because that family is protected. And that family knows who they are because that family did not get their wish fulfillment yet. But they are going to. This is emotional fulfillment. This is being able to heal. Someone doesn't want me talking, so hold on a minute. I rebuke and cancel in the mighty name of Jesus. This family was being protected from something. It could have been protected from an Empress in reverse. But they haven't gotten their wish fulfillment yet, but it is coming, okay? The energy is very slow still because the timelines have not bended yet, and they are in the process of. This is transforming from an old world into a new world, right? Watch your texts, emails this week because you got communication that's going to bring in a wish fulfillment, having it all, okay? Why? Because you let go of the past. You stopped playing games with the past. You let go of the past. Now things are coming in and you are going to be rewarded. This is justice. This is the universe restoring and bringing balance, okay? And you have a major reward coming in. This is a big wish fulfillment. It's not small. It's having it all. And it was in your contract. Oh, you're getting this reward because the universe or God or the divine wants you to know that you did nothing wrong. And it's going to heal your heart space when this reward comes in, okay? Everyone thought you did something wrong. And when you got, let's say, maybe you thought you were getting punished. And maybe the people around you were like, see, she's not a good person. She's getting punished. The universe is going to show everyone that you did not do anything wrong. Why? Because you're getting a major wish fulfillment. And it's going to come in a form of an email or a text message or even a paper document, okay? Like through the mail. When I say paper document, like through the mail. Some of you might need to have a heartfelt conversation with a water sign. this week. When you do, you are going to be very surprised on how emotionally balanced and how much this person has grown. I think the last time some of you may have talked to this person, you felt that they were emotionally immature. But when you have this conversation, and it doesn't have to be with a water sign, it could be somebody that is in love with you too. But I am getting strong water sign energies. When you do have this conversation or heartfelt conversation, you're going to be shocked. Like, this person grew. It's growth. It's good. And now he's able to have this conversation because he's now emotionally stable. Okay. So that's good. I actually just witnessed this in a few dudes in the last few days, and I was shocked. I'm just gonna say that. So that goes with my last reading. Some of you water signs out there might need to apologize to your children, or you feel the need that you need to apologize, and have a heartfelt conversation with your children. Some of you, okay, so significantly for children, I got this. So I do feel some of you might be getting apologies, but for children's sake, this card just flipped out of my hand. So someone might flip out because I think someone might be losing their kids. When I say that, I mean custody of their kids. Someone might actually lose a child, so my condolences if that happens. But children are going to be significant this week. Children are not going to need to look any deeper. They know the truth, and they're standing in their truth. They're some children might rise, especially in the teenagers. They might slowly start rising into their power. So that'll be fun. I have 2 teenagers. Hold on a minute. Oh, a lot of children are going to be having a new beginning. It's going to put them in their feelings, but they're entering new soul contracts. Some of you, your children are maybe your children, it is summer, and a lot of people like to get married in the summer. So one of your kids are about to get married. They don't need to look any deeper. It was a soul contract, and they found their person. So you might not like their person, but that's not for you to decide. That was between God and that person, okay? And you're going to know it. They are going to have a new passionate beginning. Help will not be arriving this week for many people. So there's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to do on your own. Now that contracts are broken, you're going to have a change in perspective, a change in your priorities is going to happen this week. You're not going to be struggling, that's for sure. Okay, things are going to flip out. Watch for people around you because some people might flip out. These cards are kind of just flipping or turning. So some people might turn on you. Just pay attention. Blockages are being cleared, but you're going to see very clearly on who you're not going to be reconciling with and who you're not bringing into your new beginning. Why? Because somebody is either going to die, and my condolences, or this is the death or an ending to a situation. You can't bring these people into your new beginning if they're toxic as heck, right? Because you are not toxic. You broke your contracts, your karmic contracts. You get a clean slate. So it's over. Ending 10-10. And a lot of people are not going to be happy about it. You actually might not even be happy about it. Why? because you knew this whole time that whoever you were dealing with, this person was not loving and kind to you. Oh, this is the, like, it's like kids are going to start growing up. Okay, say you're this guy. This is the King of Pentacles. Ooh. Something's going to fall apart. If you are an earth sign, or you resonate with the King of Pentacles, something's going to fall apart, because you're going to see very clearly that this woman who is around you, who is kind of bitter and jealous of you, she does not love you. She has no good intentions for you. But you have been blinded, and you kept thinking, no, she loves me. It could be your mother. It could be an aunt, your sister. There is someone around you that does not love you. And it's going to be destined and fated for you to see this. Why? Because you're not going to be reconciled. You're going to have to let that go. End. Death of the situation. Doesn't always have to, I mean, it does resonate very deeply with the earth signs, but if you're a man that has money, or you're a businessman, if you resonate with the King of Pentacles, this is going to end. This is relationships of not equal reciprocity, you know? This is letting go of what not make, like, yeah, you're not going to be happy about this, but the contract's over. You don't get to take this person with you anymore, but you, what's going to happen? I feel like you're going to be very content about it. Like you're going to have a weight lifted off of you. Yeah, you're going to have a weight. You didn't see it before, but it's going to be released to you. You got to release this woman because you're going towards a woman that's young, vibrant, and a lot of fun. This woman does not want you to live or move forward or move in with a creative female. She's beautiful, she's young, she's happy. And this woman's not happy. And she don't want you moving in with this person or moving forward into, you know, and guess what? You are going to be doing it, and you are going to get victory, and you are going to be very happy. That might actually be your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is the wish fulfillment card, having it all. Why would this person, ask yourself this, or ask this person this when it gets revealed to you. Ask this person, why would you not want me to be happy, and see what happens. Watch her squirm. A lot of you might be quitting jobs or not working. Some of you might be going on vacation. If you quit a job, it was destined and fated. Things are going to be destined and fated. A lot of destined and fated events will be taking place this week. A lot of you might be letting go of your jobs. It is turning in our favors because it is in the upright position. But you are going to have to put matters into your own hands because your soul is going to be able to rest. A lot of you might need to get some rest this week. The people that stole from you or took advantage of you, rather it being time, money, energy, whatever, or another person, try to steal your blessings, they will all be revealed. The truth will come out. Air signs, if you resonate with the Queen of Swords, if you are an air sign or a woman that has been fighting some battles and speaking her truth, you're not moving forward at this time. Be careful. You might be dealing with depression. Depression might seep in during this week, but you will get justice. Balance will be restored. Truth and clarity will come out. And what was taken from you will be given back to you times 1,000, times 1,000,000. I just wanted to be funny. It's going to balance out the universe. It's going to balance out whatever was taken from you. You're going to get back because it has to balance out. That's karma. That is a law of the universe. It's cause and effect. And a lot of you might end up losing a job or quitting a job. You have a stable offer coming in, okay? If you are a fire sign, be careful on taking emotional action and not being logical. One wrong move and you might lose it all. I do see a lot of younger fire sign males. If they're not careful, they might lose a lot of money. You might need to not work with anybody at this time. You might actually want to be left out in the cold or isolate yourself. You still do have a phone call that's going to change everything. And God right now just wants a lot of people to release their past, walk away, do not fight, do not fear. Fire sign males, do not fight with this energy. You will lose. If you fight, you will go to, I get jail. Could be spiritual prison. And be careful of people love bombing at this time. They might be trying to hide something. Anything else? I'm looking. Also, I had to do this the last couple days. You're going to have to forgive someone for a wrongdoing. And the universe is going to guide you to it. Especially if you resonate as the Queen of Pentacles. This is a businesswoman. It's also Earth sign energy. A lot of you Earth sign female energies out there, or any one of you that resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, you are being guided to forgive someone for a wrongdoing. What I get out of that is, what would Jesus do? For real. You might have a what would Jesus do moment. That's all I got. Let's go to the dice. What does the dice have to say? I'm going to remove these ones. Here we go. What does the dice have for us to say? The number 8 is significant. August. 8 o'clock, 8 days. Remember, the next 9 days is this video. So, someone is going to lose their house. Someone's house is turned upside down. Someone's house has a dark entity attached to it too. The spirit of arrogance. Spirit of arrogance is significant. Oh, and this is why this energy is coming in, to probably get rid of that, to cleanse that. Anyways, a lot of you are going to be more empathetic and more happier this week. Even though the energy's dense, the cleansing is for us to all be happier and more, self-mastery, more balanced with ourselves. Males at this time, just know that the energy is coming in slowly, and the number 4 is significant. 4 days, 4 o'clock. Whatever happened in April might come back around. But you are going to be happy about something. Well, that's kind of like significant. The number 11 is significant. November, 11 days. This is a message for dark entities. The spirit of greed, depression, sadness, and arrogance is going to be significant. Male energies again. Some of you are going to be moving to a new house, buying a new house. Be careful what you sign. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting you might have to tell somebody no. Put up boundaries is what I'm getting. You can still love a person from afar, but just make sure you have good boundaries. I do see you telling somebody no. This person is very arrogant. Because you're being hopeful or optimistic or happier, you raised your vibration, you're going to have some people that might pull you back down to them because they're not hopeful. Some of them are in your family tree. I feel like a lot of males are getting their crowns back. Like they're finding their power, just a raise of vibration. So completion of a cycle. You're going to be ending something and you're going to feel so much lighter and better. You're going to be like, oh my dear God. Like somebody's been draining your energy all this time and you didn't even know it. And then that moment you finally get rid of that person, or you put up a boundary, say, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you go. Or walk away, complete the cycle. You're going to be like, whew. You're going to be so much happier. Females, you need to be more hopeful on an idea that you're going to get within the next 9 days. I'm getting something about, some of you females might have some royal bloodlines. Some of you will be getting your crown fixed or placed back on your head. You're stepping more into your feminine energy. Because also females, watch your ego during this week. Also, you might have an arrogant person or a narcissist around you. Almost like they want to steal your ideas. They're not going to win. The number 12 is significant. December, 12 days, 12 o'clock. December is definitely significant. I feel like there's a narcissist around you that is going to try to steal something or already has. And just stay hopeful and move forward on a new idea that comes to surface, okay? Animals will be significant at this time. Something's coming back around for circle. Oh boy, something with the religious world leaders. Something very sad is going to happen with the religious world leaders. Oh no. Some of you are going to get a huge money offer and you did not even expect it. If you were worried about money, that answer might come disguised, like a disguised opportunity. Some of you, whatever idea that you do have, it's going to come, it's an idea that you've had in the past that's going to come back around. You are going to make money off of it and you do need to move forward on it. And if you don't, you're going to be very sad. I get that. A lot of dark entities are going to be blocked during this time. Why? Because a lot of you are freeing yourselves. You did the work. Congratulations. I'm not even going to spout this, but I got a lot of dark entities here that are actually, okay. There are a lot of humans on this planet that had a dark entity, and they're actually being released from that dark entity, okay? They're going to be blocked or isolated because it's almost like they got to remember who they are again, because they, like, let's say a dark entity took over on them for over the last 20 years or 10 years. And now they're coming back to reality. So they're probably going to be isolating themselves. And you'll know who they are because they're almost emotionless. But they are being freed. In the next, again, the number 1 is significant. So one day, 1 o'clock. Those of you that tried to, there is a money blockage. Some of you might have a money blockage and it hasn't made you very happy, but there's something you need to learn before this. You need to learn something and you're going to get it. Once you graduate from the lesson, this blockage will be removed and then you'll receive your money. I'm going to end it right there and then you will be happy. I'm going to end it right there because number 2 is also significant. So partnerships, there's going to be changes in partnerships, changes in who you work with. Again, there's going to be a lot of silent deals. So watch out for that. I'm gonna pull 2 cards from this deck. I want 2. Just give me 2. Well, I didn't get 2. Replace your fear with faith. 777 is significant, so you need to block somebody, or maybe you already did. Maybe the person you blocked, it says they really miss you a lot, but you do need to keep them out of your life, or you need to tell them no or stop. 777, so we all know what the number 7 is very significant when it comes to God and the universe, right? 7 days, it's the 7 trumpets. We're gonna do a declare and decree card, and then we'll end this reading. Here we go. Here's the card. We're just gonna speak this out into existence. You can write it down, whatever it is that you wanna do, but this is for you. All spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults. Now remember, cults can be families and groups too. Known and unknown are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults, known and unknown, are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Felicia. Anyways, let's end this reading. Watch things spilling out. Things might just spill out. Ooh, it is an ego death. The card that came out, hidden you. Darkness to light. Either you or someone you know is or... Oh my gosh, let me restart that, sorry. Either you or someone you know is or is about to undergo an ego death. This occurs because we have drifted too far away from our authentic selves, and we are living lives that are not true to who we are, when we are being who we think we should be and not who we are meant to be. This painful experience that occurs during our spiritual awakening is called the dark night of the soul. This is an intervention that was orchestrated by the universe, God, and the divine as a signal that it is time to get in touch with our deeper selves. Within our pain and our struggles, through the strength of our souls that was born on the backs of the moments like these that have brought us to our knees, what is done in the dark always comes to the light. Within the darkness is where it teaches us about our power and strength, and that the light teaches us about humanity, humility, and love. This is one of the most painful healing processes in one's own journey. Space, time, compassion, and patience is needed during this week and this entire process. When the masks come off, it is never easy. Hidden you. Anyways, I'm going to end this beautiful reading just where it is. Until we meet again. Namaste.